In today's lesson, we shall talk about the graphical representation of vectors. The graphical representation of vectors. So let us look at the example that we have. It says that we are to express vector AB with component -3, 4 graphically. We are to express vector AB with component -3, 4 graphically. In my previous video, we learned that when a vector is represented in this form, the value on top is called the x or the horizontal component, and then this value here is the y or the vertical component. So from this vector representation, we can see that the -3 here is the x or the horizontal component, which is the component which is going to be on the x-axis, and then the +4 that we have over here is the y or the vertical component, which is the component which is going to be on the y-axis, more specifically on the positive y-axis. Okay, so let us look at how to represent this graphically. This denotes a movement. So please, in the representation of vectors, for example, like the one we have, we are supposed to take a movement of 3 units. But because there is a minus sign here, we take the movement toward our negative side of the x-axis, because this is the x component. So this movement will be on the x-axis, but it should be on the negative side of what? The x-axis. So from your origin, you move 3 units to your left. So let's move 1, 2, 3. Then we land over here. Because it is a movement, we are not supposed to go back. From where you are, then you move 4 units up. You move 4 units or 4 steps up. So we go from 3, we go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So this is where we land. This is where we land. So I am saying that you start from your origin, and then the x component is -3. So you take 3 units to your negative x side, or the negative x-axis. So we move 1, 2, 3. Then for the movement on the y-axis, we move 4 units because the y component is 4. So 4 units upwards. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So this is where we land. But it is this vector that we are expressing or we are representing on the graph. So we started from our origin, and then this is our terminating point. So at this point, you take your rule, and then you join them together like this. Our starting point was from the origin, that is point A. Then we have to point B. Don't forget your arrow, because it is a movement from point A to point B. So your arrow should be pointing to B. Your arrow should be pointing to B. So we have represented vector AB, or we have expressed this vector AB graphically. And then this is the graphical representation of it. Thanks for watching.